I want to start off by saying, talking about this game here. That was a good butt whooping this team gave us, and I think it's a good learning experience for us. Reason being is that the previous practice we had, and even the same day, we still had some of our players talking about, oh, that team has this player, that team has that player, and I expressed to you guys, I don't care if they got Michael Jordan and LeBron James. We're going to control what we can control. We can control how hard we play. We can control how hard we play defense. We can control how we rebound. We can control all these things. We're going to control what's controllable. I can't control that I'm going to make every shot. I can't control certain aspects of the game, but my effort, my just going out there and just playing hard, I can control that. So I'm going to break down this footage. I'm going to give just honest feedback. And like I've said before, when I teach one, I teach all. So if I'm singling out Parker for doing something, I'm speaking to Tony, I'm speaking to Dimitri. If I say, hey, Braxton, you should have done this next time, I'm speaking to Jathan, I'm speaking to Carlos. If I say, hey, Hunter, next time do this instead of that, I'm speaking to Tony. I'm speaking to everybody. So when I don't take as me as picking on you, it's just using your example, what happened in this play, let everybody else learn, all right? So we're going to go in and dive into the game right now. All right, this should be the first quarter. Tony, look at this. They're inbounding the ball. Parker's doing a good job by defending, getting in front of this player. You need a guard number 3 because he's the one open. So you see how you're here? The ball goes in. You got to go there. So the play at this moment is to make it difficult for the inbound passer to pass in the ball so they can call him for a violation. Parker is already guarding number 10. You need to be up here guarding free throw line. And that has nothing to do with that player being good, being bad. It could be the smallest kid in the court. He's the obvious one at that moment that they're going to pass the ball to. So you got to go get in front of him so that they don't give him the ball. And now you're putting pressure on the one that's going to inbound the ball. You see what I mean? Had you gotten in front of him, now he's in a tough spot to maybe try and make that pass way overhead to this one here. And that would have given one of our defenders an opportunity to intercept it. And another thing I want to highlight here is the same play. We got to learn how to move on the 2-3 zone, boys. It's basic defense, man. 2-3. This is taught at the 8-9-year-old level, at the 8-9-year-old age. Carlos, you got to be out here where the ball is, man. There's no reason Parker should be that far. Carlos, you gotta be out here. You gotta be out there on the ball. That's your zone. We've been through this. So when the ball's in your area, picture that area, that zone, as hey, this is my bedroom. I want to keep it clean, and I'm trying to go in your room with muddy shoes. I'm gonna muddy up your house. So somebody's in your bedroom in your house with that ball. Give it attention. Go there. Kick them out. Steal the ball. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not sure if that analogy makes sense, but hopefully you understood what I'm saying. If it's in your area, go there, address it. That is in your area. We're playing a 2-3 zone. In this example, Parker shouldn't be in that corner. You should be in that corner, and Parker should be kind of where number 4 is. Good movement, Arnav. I'm going to show that again. Good movement, man. Ball came down. Tony moved. I like that. Arnav cut to the basket. I like that. Parker moved to the other side. I like that movement, man. That was a good shot, Arnav. Good rebound, Carlos. Dude, if we did this, if we literally did the same thing we just did there, we're making every game competitive. You saw the ball movement, everybody was moving. Everybody was moving. Even Jathan. Jathan didn't touch the ball in that play, and he was still moving. So make sure that play right there, had we done that the entire game, we would have not, win or lose, I don't know, but we wouldn't have lost by as much as we did. Yeah, that pass is too easy, Arnav. Who's in the middle? Is that Arnav? No, that was Carlos. That pass they did is way too easy, man. Yeah, Arnav, you're in the middle right there. That pass is way too easy. If anything, Jathan, you gotta keep an eye out. Let me show you here what I mean. Sorry guys, I don't have any professional recording, so I gotta like move this manually. Try to move a second. Look at where the ball is. The ball goes to the left side. Jathan, you gotta be covering this back, because Carlos should be moving up a little bit. Arnav did what he needed to do. Jathan, there's too much distance. You gotta go a little bit behind Arnav to cover his back. If anything, you should have been the one intercepting that pass. Carlos, look at this, buddy. Look at this, man. That kid's a whole 10 feet shorter than you, man. And he's grabbing that rebound. How? That kid's literally small. Adrian is not as big as tall as you. Why did he grab that rebound over you? Because you weren't doing what? Filling the blank. I should be blank every time the ball goes up. Boxing out. Had you boxed out, you would have gotten that ball. How is it that a kid smaller than you is just grabbing the ball? Because you weren't boxing out. If you would have been boxing out, you would have grabbed that rebound. See, you see what I mean when I say it? I don't say it to be funny. That like we all do the same thing. He missed it. Everybody's looking up, like we're looking at birds. You ever see birds flying by? You're like, ooh, look at birds. Same thing. The ball gets shot up. Everybody's just looking. Stop looking. This goes to everybody. Stop looking. What have I said before? Put your butt on somebody. I know that sounds funny. Put your freaking butt on somebody. The ball goes up. Put your butt on somebody. Box out. Guaranteed. Look, that little kid, Adrian, if he boxes me out, I'm much taller than him and bigger, he will get the rebound. It's not about who's taller, who's stronger. It's about the positioning. The ball goes up, you box out. If the ball comes to you, it's in your little area. Move, lady. All right, not bad ball sequence there. I don't know why you picked up your dribble so early. Jathan was setting a pick for you, Tony. I don't know if that was a little bit of just a fear or what, but you shouldn't have been picking up the dribble that early. You didn't have any ball. Nobody was defending you. Like, you had no pressure on you right now. But good job cutting to the basket. Good job, Carlos. Not a bad shot. Not a bad shot. That was a good little sequence there. Got to step up, Arnav. Okay. The recording went dead there, I guess so. Who's cutting? Who's cutting? You got cut, Carlos? Look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this. You got two defenders here. You got to cut through, Carlos. That would have been a nice pass that Jathan could have made to you. Good job, Parker, trying to set that screen. Arnav. All right. Let's look at this. Arnav, this shot you had here would have been better than the one you just took. Right there would have been better, positioning-wise, with your feet, because you're actually squared to the basket, than this one here, where you see how you see what I noticed? I can't put this in slow motion. If not, I would. If you notice, you jumped from here. Look at my mouse, and your feet landed over there. Let me see that one more time. See if I can get it perfect right there. You jumped right there, and you landed that way. It was like as if a big fan blew you that way. You jump right here, and so for some reason you're going this way, and you shoot it. That's why I've been telling you for the longest time. Stop doing those shots. That first shot, even though it might not have been that good because the defender was on you, But from a footing perspective, you had a better angle with your feet to shoot it there than this one. Again, look at my mouse. You jump from here and you went that way to the side. All right. So let's work on making these better decisions. All right. And I don't see anybody cutting to the back, trying to get a rebound, guys. Arnav shoots it. Look at my wife's doing her own voiceover. Let me lower the volume there. The screen, Jathan. Carlos, where were you there, buddy? All right. So if you notice, Carlos, you're like away from all the action by staying back there. Let's go. You see? The ball's over here and you're all the way over there. You could have, at the very minimum, slid down here to make yourself available for an open shot. But you're staying behind. I'm not sure if it's making sense. Tony's back is to you. You could have just ran that sideline here and been open here for a shot, which is where Tony was trying to pass it. So I think there was a timeout. We're still in the first quarter. I don't know how that pass went through, guys. That kid's the smallest one on the damn court, guys. He's the smallest one. How is that ball just getting through to Jathan and Arnav, guys? Look. How? Guys, how? You gotta be aware, Jathan. He came from your side. If anything, how? Come on, man. Good job trying to get the ball, though. I like to fight, but let's not put ourselves in that position. If you're playing the down low position like Arnav and Carlos and Jathan, you gotta be aware of who's behind you. All right, this has happened way too many times. It's happened right here. Where I'm going to show you. This happens during our scrimmages. This happens during the game. Why are my two top players, Tony, top as in like the 1 and 2, are up here next to each other in the left corner? That should be Tony's area. Parker, you got to be up here, buddy. You got to be up here where my mouse is, at the very like center of the 3-point line. Why are you both over there? Because look what happens. When you both are out of positioning, look what happens here. Look at that. Why are you both over there? That should be Tony over there, and Dimitri should be a little bit closer here. But look at what ends up happening. Wide open. Whether he shoots it or makes it or turns it over, doesn't matter. The point is, had you been there, that pass would have never happened because he would have stolen it. So we got to focus, guys, on being where we need to be on defense. This game was lost, really, from a defensive standpoint. Like, they just made easy baskets that we should be able to guard. Like, why are you so far down, Parker? Tony's up. Why are you all the way down there at the free throw line? You're up here, man. You're up. You and Tony are the ones that are answering the door. Somebody just knocked on your door. In this case, number 10 is coming to your area. Somebody just knocked the door on your house, and you and Tony are the ones answering the door. You're not backing away. Don't back away. Because guess what happens? Look what happens here. The ball swings. Again, Parker, why are you all the way down there? Why are you all the way down there? Okay, that was such a... elementary school type of play they made. How? If anything, Arnav, see, these are things that you gotta increase your basketball knowledge, your basketball IQ. You know how somebody's really good at math? Hey, what's this times this plus this? Oh, this. Hey, what is this? What is this plus that? Oh, it's that. Because you train your brain. It's no different. You gotta train your brain to read these scenarios here. How in the world? So in this case, Arnav, you can't really see because the referee's in the way, but Dimitri is guarding him, right? Guarding the one with the ball. You see as a player wide open right there, you gotta step up. You gotta step up. Dimitri can't do that. Dimitri's guarding the ball. You gotta step up, and I don't mean step up to the ball. Step up to that defender so that he doesn't get the ball. He should have never gotten that ball. That score right there, or that point should have never happened. Nice move, Carlos. Let's look at this right here, Arnav. He moved. Look at this shot here compared to the one where the wind was blowing you out of bounds. Look at this. Your feet are right here, and look, when you shoot, where do your feet? They landed right there, the same place. You didn't land to the side or anything. So those are the shots I want you taken. You miss, you make, doesn't matter. Those are the shots I want you to take, all right?